Hey, so I wanted to talk to you about breast augmentation, since this is something that it seems you might be interested in, and explain to you a couple of things that make us different than most of the other practices you may be considering. So first of all, when we're talking about breast augmentation in general, we're going to try to figure out if you are interested in using your own fat with fat transfer or if you're using an implant. To think about it simplistically, if you're thinking about doing something very natural, keeping the breast shape pretty much the same, and you're thinking about anywhere between a half cup to a full cup worth of increase, fat transfer is going to be a great option for you because it's permanent, it's maintenance free, and it's totally natural. It's all your own tissue. Great stuff. It is more expensive because it takes a longer time, because I need to harvest the fat by doing liposuction. So the nice benefit is you also get, lipo 360, you got lipo to the arms, thighs, whatever it is. But in general, that's a procedure that takes usually anywhere between 3 to 4 hours to get it done, okay? So that's why it costs a little bit more, and you can see our pricing. We're gonna link our pricing sheet below so you can see the current pricing. On the other hand, if you would like an augmentation that is gonna give you more than a cup worth of boost in terms of your overall size, if you want an augmentation that's gonna create cleavage, that's going to create fullness in the upper pole, or just a more dramatic appearance to the shape of the breasts, an implant is a phenomenal way to do that. And the current generation of implants is better than ever with a lower complication rate. They feel the most natural. They do great. Now, the things that are important there is I do specialize in relatively more high-end breast augmentations. What that means is that my techniques are more focused on preserving the tissues and making the implant really work perfectly within your body, as opposed to just putting in a chunk of silicone and calling it a day. What that means is that it takes more time. So for example, a regular garden variety augmentation under the muscle, for many places that are high volume breast augmentation places, they can take them like 45 minutes. My breast augmentation, we're using one of the new generation implants. We're using, again, tissue preserving approach. I'm putting it under the fascia of the muscle, not under the muscle itself, so that you don't get any of the animation deformity. The cleavage can be very tight, minimal pain with recovery, usually back to the gym in like 2 weeks. You can put your hands up like over your head the same day, right? So it's a totally different procedure because it's so much better and more elegant than the traditional methods, but it does take a little bit longer. It takes me about an hour and a half, right? And so I do specialize in these more higher end breast augmentations for patients that tend to be a little bit more athletic, patients that may model, patients that are really, really thoughtful about how things look. And I want to really emphasize that most of the time we're going to be spending together during the consult is thinking about your size, because I really want to have a perfect match. And so far, knock on wood, I do have a perfect track record where I've never yet had to revise for size one of my own primary breast augmentations, which is really uncommon because we do take a lot of time to really understand what exactly it is that you want so I can make that come true when I'm working in the operating room. So for those reasons, we're a little bit different than most practices you're going to be talking to. There's going to be a lot more face-to-face with me, a lot more of us talking, understanding your goals, really working together as a team, whether we're doing the fat transfer component or the breast augmentation component, or if there's something else different that you want to talk about, I'm happy to customize a plan for you. But it's that extra time together, it's that extra love and effort and just in general, time that's going to go into this whole process. That's why you'll see that our prices tend to be a little bit on the higher side in terms of what overall you see. And the patients, I think, that appreciate it are going to be very happy working with me. But I just wanted to give you this background information so you can start thinking about it before my staff gets a hold of you. Hopefully that helps.